Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss about the VSEPR theory, that is valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Students, generally the main thing is that the Lewis concept was not able to explain the geometry of molecule, explain the shape as well as geometry of the molecules. And but this theory, it actually provides a simple method by which we are able to know about the shape of molecules. Chiswick and Powell, they propose a simple theory which was based on repulsive interactions of the electron pair in valence shell of atoms, and this theory was first later on developed and redefined by Nyholm and Gibbs. So actually what happened, why this theory was given, there are certain reasons. Since we know that according to VBT, we have seen that in VBT we know that we are taking the example of two molecules. Let's take the example of methane and let's take the example of ammonia. The structure of methane is CH4, H, H and H. The structure of Na3, that is geometry of NH3, is like this: H, H and H. So what happened here? The hybridization in CH4 is equals to sp3 hybridization, and in NH3 also sp3 hybridization is there. If you don't know how to calculate the hybridization, then you can go with the previous videos. 3 videos are there for the hybridization. Now students, so these are the sp3 hybridized means molecules. Central atom is having sp3 hybridization. That means their geometry is tetrahedral. Their geometry is tetrahedral, because if for sp3 hybridization the geometry is tetrahedral. But in this, when we go for the bond angles, then in methane each and every bond angle is 109 degree 0.28 minute. But in case of ammonia, the bond angle is about 107 degree. Since if the geometry is same, even after that the bond angles are different. Why is it? So to explain this, the valence bond theory, that is the VSEPR theory, that is valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, it was given. Okay, so actually in this theory gave a brief idea about the shape of molecules. By this theory we get a very good idea about the shape of molecules. That what about the shape of molecules? Okay, so let's start with the valence bond theory. So actually there is a reason that what happened, that here the bond angle is 109 degree approx and here 107 degree. So why there is a difference in bond angle if their hybridization is same, even if their geometry is same? So there is a reason that the shape of molecule depends only on the bond pair of electron. It do not depend on the lone pair of electron, but the geometry of molecule depends both on bond pair as well as lone pair. So actually what happened here, the repulsion, due to the repulsion of the lone pair, these angles comes closer to each other, these bonds come closer, and due to this the bond angle is reduced. So these all things have been explained by the VSEPR theory. Let's consider the main postulates or main points of the VSEPR theory. So what are the main postulates or main points of the VSEPR theory? So here are some main points of VSEPR theory. Students, the shape of molecule depends on the bonded and non-bonded electron pair around the central atom. Means whatever the bond pair of electrons are there, they only, actually bonded electron pairs as well as the lone pairs, they actually represent the shape of the molecules, but mainly the bond pair of electron represent the shape of the molecule. Okay, that what will be the shape of molecule? That shape depends on the bond pair of electrons as well as repulsion due to the non-bonded electron pairs that we will study. नाउ द इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर्स किसी भी एलिमेंट में, किसी भी मॉलिक्यूल में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर्स होंगे, लाइक हियर द लोन पेयर इज देयर, हियर द बॉन्ड पेयर आर देयर, सो लोन पेयर या बॉन्ड पेयर इस तरह से होंगे, इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर विल लाई और रिमेन इन सच अ वे दैट दे आर हैविंग मिनिमम रिपल्शन फोर्स अमंग दैमसेल्व्स. इस तरह से होंगे कि उनमें आपस में सबसे मिनिमम रिपल्शन फोर्स है वो लगे. ओके और जो ऑर्डर है रिपल्शन फोर्स का, दैट इज लोन पेयर हैज़ मैक्सिमम रिपल्शन, लोन पेयर बॉन्ड पेयर इज हैविंग मिनिमम, एंड देन बॉन्ड पेयर इज हैविंग लीस्ट रिपल्शन बिटवीन दैम. तो देखो बच्चों, ये एक रीज़न आ जाता है, हियर ऑल आर बॉन्ड पेयर एंड बॉन्ड पेयर रिपल्शन, ऑल आर बॉन्ड पेयर, देन दे हैव इक्वल रिपल्शन फोर्स, दैट्स वाई देयर बॉन्ड एंगल इज सेम. But in case of ammonia, we can see that the repulsion between lone pair and bond pair is more repulsion. Here, this is lone pair, bond pair repulsion, and this one is the bond pair repulsion. So this repulsion is more, due to which these hydrogen bonds with nitrogen atom, these bonds made by hydrogen with nitrogen atom, they come close to each other because the repulsion between bond pair and bond pair is less as compared to repulsion between bond pair and lone pair, due to which the angle between them reduces to 107 degree. And what happens if the number of bond in lone pair increases? Like let's take the example of H2O. In H2O, oxygen is there. Oxygen is having two lone pairs. So the repulsion between the lone pair and lone pair is maximum repulsion, due to which they align at the maximum angle. And this repulsion is also more, and this repulsion is very, very lesser. So due to this angle is very, very less. That is about 104 degree, 104.5 degree. So actually due to maximum repulsion, here both the bond angles come close to each other. These both bonds come close to each other, and this bond becomes lesser as compared. So continuously with the rise of lone pair, the shape of molecule changes. Okay, so same with the oxygen, sp3 hybridization is there, tetrahedral geometry is there. So this is the point on which the complete VSEPR theory depends, and this point only decides the shape of the molecules. If the number of lone pair is 0, like in this molecule, if number of lone pair is 0, then the geometry of the molecule represented shape. So whatever the geometry of the molecule, the shape of the molecule will also remain same. Like in methane, no lone pair is there. That means its geometry is tetrahedral, as well as its shape will also be tetrahedral. So now students, as I told you that in your book, table 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 are given that you have to learn. I'm just going to explain those tables. So here we will take the number of hybrid orbitals which take part in hybridization. Here number of bond pair, number of lone pair, geometry, shape and examples. So if the number of hybrid orbitals is 2, then we know that the hybridization will be sp3. So if number of hybrid orbitals is 2, then hybridization will be sp. sp hybridization will be there. If the molecule is forming only 2 bond pairs only, no lone pair, then in that case for sp hybridization, if no lone pair is there, then the geometry of the molecule is linear, as you have read it in hybridization. The geometry of molecule will be linear. And what will be the shape of molecule? The shape of molecule will also be linear. When there is no lone pair, then the geometry will be equivalent to shape. And what will be the shape? Like it is A, then it will form 1 bond pair with the other element. Like we are having the example BeCl2. Okay, like we are having the example BeF2. Like we are having the example Hg Cl2. Like we are having the example CO2 also, carbon dioxide. Okay, like we are having the example CO2 also, no problem. Now second thing, if we are having two hybrid orbitals, so hybridization is sp, but here if one is bond pair and the other is lone pair, then in that case the geometry of the element will not get decided, because the atom has made only a single bond. The geometry will not get decided. The element has made a single lone pair. There will be no geometry. Similarly, there will be no shape, because this one will be means actually no particular shape is there, it is forming a single bond. So the lone pair as well as bond pair both are at 180 degree. It is like the linear, but it is not actually linear. Okay, so this is actually the same as it is. Hybridization means A, B, we are having the lone pair aligned, means at 90 degree. So these are the type of some molecules. Okay, now let's take the example, that is this one is important. Now if three hybrid orbitals are there and among them three are bond pair and no one is lone pair, then in that case we know that the geometry of the molecule is trigonal planar. Trigonal planar for sp2 hybridization when there is no lone pair, it is trigonal planar. Okay, what will be the value, means what is trigonal planar? Like A is there and it is forming three bonds with B like this, that we have seen during the hybridization. Okay, and all the bond angles here are 120 degree. Same bond angles are 120, 120, 120. This, the shape is also now trigonal planar. And we can take the example of it, like we can take the example of BF3, BCl3. Now the next is when the number of hybrid orbitals are 3, hybridization is sp2. But if two bond pairs are there and one lone pair is there, then what happen? Then in that case there is no change in geometry, because geometry do not depend on the number of lone pair bond pair, they actually depend on the number of hybrid orbitals. So the geometry will be same, that is trigonal planar, but the shape changes. Why? Because the structure will be like this. Due to presence of lone pair, the repulsion between lone pair and bond pair is more, so this angle will be reduced. It will be lesser than 120 degree, and that's why the shape changes. This shape, it is called bent or angular shape. So this will be the shape when two bond pair and one lone pair will be there. There is an example for this, like we can say SO2, okay, SO3. These will be the examples. Now next example, SO2 is a very good example for this. Now let's take the next example, like if the number of bond pairs number of hybrid orbitals are 4. For 4, sp3 hybridization will be there. If 4 bond pair and 0 lone pair are there, then the structure will be tetrahedral, and therefore the shape will also be tetrahedral. Like we are having a very good example, CH4, CCl4, NH4 plus, that is ammonium ion. These are certain examples. Okay, the structure will be like this: A, B, B, B and B. This is just like the structure of tetrahedral. If we are having 4 hybrid orbitals among which 3 are bond pair and 1 is lone pair. If 3 are bond pair and 1 is lone pair, then same, the structure will be geometry will be tetrahedral. There will be no change in the geometry. It will remain same for a particular hybridization. But the shape of the molecule will get changed, and the shape of the molecule will be like this. That is A. This one is A, and here a lone pair of electron will be there, H, H and H. This shape is called trigonal pyramidal. So students, you have to remember it. When the number of bond pair is 3 and number of lone pair is 1, then the shape will be trigonal pyramidal like this. One of the very good example for this is the ammonia, that is NH3. In NH3, here the bond angle is about 107 degree. Okay. Now next one, again, if the hybrid orbitals are, number of hybrid orbitals, same, the hybridization will be sp3. Hybrid orbitals are 4, and if bond pair are 2 and 2 lone pairs are there, then what will be the geometry? The geometry will remain same for the sp3 hybridization, that is tetrahedral. But the shape over here will change, like we can see that the shape will change like this. This is A, this is B, and this is B. 2 lone pair of electrons are there, and this shape, it is called band. The shape is called band when 2 bond pair and 2 lone pairs are there. For example, H2O, okay, water molecule, like H2S, it is also having the same band shape. So here in case of H2O, we are having the bond angle, that is 104.5 degree. Okay. Next one, if we are having, let's take some more examples. Like if we are having 5 hybrid orbitals, then the hybridization will be sp3d. If the number of bond pair are 5, number of lone pair is 0, in that case, what is the type of hybridization? We are having the type of hybridization is sp3d, and the type of geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. What is trigonal bipyramidal? And the shape will also remain same because the number of lone pairs are 0. It is trigonal bipyramidal. So the number of lone pairs are actually 0. So structure will be A, B, 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 and B. This will be the geometry, or we can say this will be the shape. Same shape will be there. Here 3 bonds are in a single plane which aliases 120, 120, 120 degree angle, and these bonds are at 90 degree angle. So 120 and 90, 90, okay, 90, 90, these are at 90 degree angles from one another. So this structure is called such type of shape and geometry is trigonal bipyramidal, like phosphorus pentachloride PCl5. Now let's take the example when the 5 hybrid orbitals are there. So hybridization will be sp3, but 4 are bond pair and 1 is lone pair. In this case, the geometry will remain same, that is trigonal bipyramidal, but the shape of the molecule will get changed. The shape of the molecule will be trigonal bipyramidal. It will be the geometry, but the shape will be just like the seesaw. The structure will be like this: A, B, 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 and this one B. And here it will be the lone pair. So what is the actually what we have according to VSEPR theory, the lone pair will lie, or the bond pair lone pair will lie at the maximum at the place where minimum repulsion will be there and maximum distance will be there from each and every one. So trigonal bipyramidal will be there, and this structure, this shape is called seesaw. अगर आप इसको टेढ़ा करके देखोगे तो ये आपको सी सॉ जो है हमारा झूला है उसी की तरह दिखाई देगा. एग्जाम्पल इज SF4. Now if we are having 5 hybrid orbitals, among which 3 are bond pair and 2 are lone pair, then in that case the geometry will be same, that is trigonal bipyramidal, but here the shape will be T shape. How the shape will be T shape? Let's see. That you can see that A, B, 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 and these are the 2 lone pair of electrons, and these are at maximum angle, that is 120-degree angle, we can say more than that. So this shape, we can see it like this. It appears to be like the T shape. So this shape, it is called the T shape, and the example for this shape is ClF3. Okay. So this is when 5 hybrid orbitals are there, 3 are bond pair and 2 are lone pair. Now students, next is when the number of hybrid orbitals are 6. So if 6 bond pairs are there, here if number of hybrid orbitals are 6, then the hybridization is sp3d2, and number of bond pairs are 6, number of lone pair is 0, then in that case the geometry is octahedral. Okay, and the shape will also be remain octahedral, like we are having the example SF6. We are having the example best example is SF6. The shape will be like this, or geometry will be like this: A, B, B. These all are in a single plane, that is horizontally. One is present vertically upward and one is present vertically downward. So this is the octahedral geometry. Okay. Now this represents the octahedral geometry as well as shape. Now if the number of bond pairs, that is hybrid orbitals, are actually 6, so hybridization will be sp3d2, and the number of bond pairs here, if they are 5 and the number of lone pair is 1, then the geometry will remain octahedral. Either how many lone pairs or bond pairs are there is no relation for the number of lone pair and bond pair on the geometry. So geometry will remain same, that is octahedral, and the shape will be like this. The shape will be square pyramidal. And what is the shape? It will be like this: A, then B, then B, then B, then B. One is vertically downward and upward is the lone pair at the place where minimum repulsion force will be there. This is called square pyramidal shape. Example BrF5, bromine pentafluoride, BrF5. Now the next is when the number of hybrid orbitals, these are 6. Hybridization is same, sp3d2, that's why the geometry will remain same, that is octahedral. If 5 bond pair are there and 2 lone pair of electrons are there, then in this case what we are having, the shape is square planar. The shape will be like this. This is A, and these are the 4 bonds, and the lone pairs are at such a place, one is vertically upward and one is vertically downward, because they are having maximum repulsion. So that's why they are at a place where there is minimum repulsion between them. Example XeF4. So students, in this way it will be easy for you to know about the different type of structures. Okay, that is, you can know about the geometry as well as shape of molecules. Students, in this chapter about VSEPR and BBT, I am telling you the shape of the molecules is very important, as well as with the help of number of lone pair. If you don't know about the shape, with the help of the hybridization, number of bond pair and lone pair, if you can count the number of lone pair, then easily you can get the value of geometry as well as the shape of the molecules. So VSEPR theory explains the shape of the molecules in a well-defined way.